for looking, for taking it all in. I intend to make this as entertaining as humanly possible without totally blowing it. I don't know. So this morning's show was very good. I really enjoyed everyone's input. I intend to have a call-in line, an 800 number that will serve so that you can call in and you'll be able to talk to me here and we'll be able to exchange thought and idea until that point in time. I think maybe I'm done with you and then I'll dismiss. I'm just joking. You can't get rowdy. We all know this. However, so that is in the works. And again, I appreciate everyone tuning in. I am the one, the only Doug Rice. Here I am. So folks, how was your day? How is everything? I hope everything is doing well. I have again sought after some pretty good topics, which I think might come in handy for us to look at as I try my best to get this browser open so that I can chat, which does not look like it's happening. So again, folks, I appreciate everyone showing up, and let's begin. But before I do so, first a shout out to everyone who has stood by, and really. Made me feel like what I'm doing has value. I appreciate that. If you feel this has value, I encourage anyone who might look at this and feel moved to support this effort. Please look no further than the description for links to our supportive URLs. All right, so how's everybody doing? All right, so today, interesting day. I know that Giselle Maxwell has been found guilty, yada, yada, yada. I mean, so what? I'm a little bit, I don't know, as the stars seem to vanish from the skies of the airwaves. We don't see these people anywhere. We don't see them anywhere in sight. They've all gone to their islands. They've recessed. And I'm gonna predict that right after this Giselle Maxwell farce of a trial is over, you're going to see a resurgence of all these stars who are absolutely implicated in this shit. For goodness sake, folks. Come on. Does it make sense to you that the guy who had all the receipts, after having a visit from Bill Barr, ends up dead through questionable circumstances with a whole lot of electronic glitches going on? Okay. You're left now with Giselle Maxwell, the scapegoat. And you've piled all these charges and all these people have pointed their fingers at her. But no one points the fingers at the folks doing the fucking. Yeah, I said it, motherfuckers. I said it on Twitter. What makes you think I won't say it here? Please. So, welcome to the Doug Rice Show. I hope everyone is doing well. I keep trying to sign into the application that says it is it is my chat, and it's just not working. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I guess it is. It's coming up in several different places. My mistake. How's everybody? I'm going to read everybody here in just a minute. Forgive the side eye, if you will. All right. Shalaya, shalom, thank you so much. Tina, how you doing? How do I look? Do I look okay? And, oh my goodness, BLF Crossbones, you've been here a minute? I'm so sorry, I couldn't get this thing down. For some reason the chat won't let me sign in. I gotta open up a separate window. It's all the technical difficulties that you face in this world of social media influence. What a wonderful world. Okay, so you guys know the show, right? You know what's happening, right? You know why you're here, right? Everybody knows why they've tuned in. They've tuned in to avoid caucasity. Yes. Let me explain. It's growing. It's increasing in size. It is. All need do is look at it in the eye, not too many sudden movements. Anything could happen. But for God's sake, the attitude, the flavor of caucasity is just oozing out of this country right now. So much so that folks are leaving. Folks are getting the fuck out. All right? And I'm not encouraging any Hebrew to leave. I was on a get the fuck out of the United States kick. I'm no longer on that. We stay here. I truly believe deliverance is near. Let me explain something to you. I've come to the conclusion if you don't believe what's in scriptures, you're an idiot if you're a Hebrew. Here's why. Everything in scriptures has to do with us. Why not believe it? 100%. I mean, if you're going to believe that the feet of the Most High are of burnt bronze, if you're going to believe that the hair of God Almighty is wool, then you may as well believe as well that that kingdom, headed by God Almighty, will come soon to put an end to this current system involving all these kingdoms that oppress Negroes. Yeah. So, there's that. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. The opening seems to go well. I'm going to get better at this, folks. I will get better because I will not stop. I cannot stop. I won't stop. Okay. So, have a look at the screen, if you please. Nice damn logo. Isn't that nice? I like that sucker. All right. So, you know what? I'm going to give the logo its props. This logo was designed by a world-famous tagger. His name was Fatso. Fatso. I'm going to give him his props. Out of Florida, I believe. And so good at tagging that they removed him. They asked him to leave Florida. So when I found that out, I asked him, he was working for me at the time, I asked him to please, if he would, please to make me something that says this. And he did. And I've had it since 2007. There's the damn story. Everybody relax, all right? All right? I'm right here. I've not gone anywhere. So, story number 1. I've chosen 5. We're going to spend probably 10 minutes on each story as I dissect it, pick it apart, as I break it down to its least common denominator. And I dovetail into every conversation the necessity, the need, nay, the demand that I have for you, Hebrews, to get that goddamn grin off your faces. Thank you. Story number 1. All right. So I'm going to use Edge. The reason I'm going to use Edge is because it's just as good as anything else. Story number 1. 9-year-old Indiana boy beaten to death. Mom and stepmother charged. Shall we begin? Now, folks, listen. Far be it from me to carry on and such. But there's something to be said about what we're seeing here. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get stuff on here. There's something to be said about what we're seeing here, folks. I got to say, without doubt, it's just not pretty. Okay? There's the link. Let us read. So there's a picture of the wonderful folks that took such loving care of that Hebrew child. If you're not aware, every male child, or every male Hebrew that has a child, male or female, that's a Hebrew child. And so these two individuals, and, you know, I mean, they're just the epitome, just the wonderment. I'll try to get through it. Here we go. All right, so a child's mother and stepmother have been charged in the horrific death of a 9-year-old Indiana boy on Saturday. According to police, Elijah Thomas Ross from Fort Wayne was beaten to death by his 30-year-old stepmother, Alicia Lynn Miller. Well, you know, who knows what that child may or may not have done to bring that beating upon himself? I mean, there's no telling, right, folks? I mean, you guys get that, right? Certainly, there's a reason. I'm not saying there's a goddamned excuse. I'm just saying there's a reason. I mean, I'm not even saying there's an acceptable reason. I'm saying there's a reason that these two thought up. And let's see if we can find that reason, shall we? Because I love this one. Yeah, buddy boy. This one is a reinforcement. According to police report, Elijah Thomas beaten to death. Fox 55 reports that a probable cause affidavit published Wednesday revealed that the boy's mother, Jenna Mae Miller, told detectives that Alicia had repeatedly struck her son with a wooden paddle while the boy cried, "Please stop," on the night the boy died. Jenna is also Alicia's spouse. Did I miss something? Wait one. So, I'm gotta be, wait, hold on. Child's mother, stepmother, charge. Boom. That's gotta be the mother, that's gotta be the stepmother. Boom. Elijah Thomas. Boom. 30-year-old stepmother. Boom. Repeatedly stuck. Boom. Jenna is also Alicia's spouse. Y'all figure this out because I'm just gonna get fucking pissed off. And I don't make enough money from my residuals on the YouTube platform because every time I curse, I think they take a penny or something because they just, so I'm not going to stop doing that because if this isn't curse worthy, get the fuck out of here. Okay, so, all right, so Alicia was arrested on 4 charges on Tuesday. Aggravated violence with death and neglect of a dependent with death. 2 instances of neglect of a dependent. Jenna was also arrested, charged with neglect, same shit. Affidavit, the Christmas party, Friday night, received a phone call notifying them that Elijah had been forced against a bookcase during a quarrel with his siblings. According to that affidavit, Jenna alleged that when she walked upstairs in their Fort Wayne home, she discovered Elijah was not breathing and had vomited. The affidavit further claims that Elijah was cold and limp when he and his mother arrived at the hospital on Saturday morning, where he was pronounced dead just after 2 a.m. Doctors said the youngster had multiple bruises on his arms, his face, his shoulders, as well as major bruising on his lower back and rear end. Alicia allegedly beat Elijah with a broken paddle, the affidavit claims. So, here's the deal. I'm going to let you read that. I just don't want my blood pressure up. It's too early in the show. Interesting. The dynamics of the relationship, questionable. I'm not even... The fact that we have one of, a prince, in the hands of individuals who have absolutely no understanding in how to relate to any one of us, ever. They relate to us from the framework built over 400 years of slavery, oppression, murder, mayhem. It's just, so how, I have to ask, how can any individual who is not a Negro claim to have the expertise, the knowledge, the experience? It's hard enough doing it as a Negro. It is nearly impossible to raise a well-adjusted black, quote-unquote, child in any other home except the home of a family. You don't like that? I don't fucking care. Because those are the facts. Dare I point out I can't pronounce her name. Charisse Theron. Anger does a few things to the pronunciation factors. This South African decided that she would adopt 2 of our princes. And then entertain the idea that they dress in dresses and parade them about so that paparazzi may take photos. There you go. Get it in my... Have anybody seen that? You guys seen that, right? What's going on there? What the fuck? Hey, whoa, hold on. You want to adopt 2 of our boys? Did anybody pass that? Did anybody get a form? I didn't review the application from Miss Throne. First, for me, the red flag would have been South Africa. Why do you need to adapt 2 black children? Listen, folks. Listen. Don't try to convince me that this woman, Charlize Theron, actress, good actress. Oh no, solid actress. She did Monster damn good. No, I won't take that away from her. That blonde hair, that blue eye, that shit, man. The memory of script really well, a little bit more intelligent. But I'll not get into that. Don't want to drift. But the fact that any individual who is a person not a Hebrew that is from South fucking Africa should adopt 2 black children. Let me just explain something. How deep the psychological profile I will have on this woman. And I mean miles long. I want paper wasted on this report. I want fecal samples, hair samples, urine samples. Man, let me tell you something. I want a spinal tap. And I want her to explain to me, having been raised in South Africa, what motivates you to want to adopt 2 of our children? Now, you may think I'm going overboard with this. I understand. But you do understand that she took our children and she put them in fucking dresses, right? No, the sound didn't go off, motherfuckers. Did you hear me? Now, look. I'm going to reach way out there. And I'm going to say that at no point can anyone point to me, and nor would I want to see it, where we have adopted 2 white boys and decided to throw them in dresses. And if we have done that, I want those 2 black people arrested immediately. Okay. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. They really like killing us, don't they? I mean, is it some kind of Schadenfreude that, you know, Schadenfreude. It's that darkness that they inhale like air. Is that what it is? Or is it when you're beating on a kid and he's screaming stop at the high heavens so that people hear it and can report it? Is that just irrelevant to your senses and you just continue to, you know, and take a life, what the fuck ever. And to compound that, would it simply be ideal that child be someone you gave birth to? Is that you get a charge out of that because you like killing shit? I'm not pointing fingers, but you like killing shit. You sure do. You go out in the fucking woods, track shit down and kill shit. What makes you think that you get to take one of our princes home? Much less 2. And victimize them. I'm not even gonna, I'm just done because, okay. I want this video to stay up. Everybody with me? Have I lost anybody? Have I lost you? What? Am I talking a foreign language? You haven't seen the photos? Because I'll find the photos. It'll just look stupid on the screen. I mean, I'll find the photos of this woman walking, having the children, parading them out in dresses. 2 black male children. And you know what society does? You know what media does? You know what they do? They suck that shit up, buddy. They like that shit. Emasculated black males? Oh yeah. That's the future. Still grinning? I fucking hope not. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. 6:18. Good opening. I like it. First story down in there. Alright, so we're going to get better at this. So, I'll let you read that story. It's in the Twitterverse. I read some of it as much as I could stand and click, it's off. Next story. Thanks so much. Oh, thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share. Also join. Here's what I'm going to be doing. I don't know what they're going to let me put up. Now, you focus on the sound of my voice. Damn it. Wait till you get to talk to me. You're going to flip out. All right. So here's what's gonna happen. I wanna put some memes up. I got some memes, motherfuckers. Oh, I do. But I got PDFs too. I got PDFs that Hebrews need to read. Okay? And I don't want to say sell them because that's stupid. But for the support at a different level, I will provide the PDF. And let me just tell you something. When you get the PDF, you'll be yelling all about the PDF because Doug Rice gave you the PDF, you know? I just made that up. Okay! Second story. Like, subscribe, share. I'll get it down. I'm not going to write a fucking sticky or anything. Give me a fucking break. It'll come to me. Jesus. Fucking rush me. All right, here we go. White educator offers white well-being course rejecting anti-white propaganda by teaching pro-white propaganda. Did you catch that? I'll try it on camera. White educator offers white well-being course rejecting anti-white propaganda by teaching pro-white propaganda. This is news. This is on News One. This is going in. Oh, this is going in. You gotta read this with me. Come on. Come on, folks. And do I do this again, this dumb nonsense? I do not know why I do this. It's so stupid. I'm looking for one thing, I can't find it, and it's the thing. Oh, there it is. I'll get it right. Relax. Just fucking relax. There! Right? Wait. Oh, it's fixed. Okay, that's better. All right. So let's read together, and yeah, I'm going to throw it on the Twitterverse because I want everybody's mind to be as confused as mine on that one because that's interesting. Let's read, shall we? Sure. So, boom. I'm not even going to go there, but it does say, yes, it's as every bit as racist as it sounds. That's got to be awesome. And they're going to talk about it. I'm not going to show it because I don't think I can do that. But essentially, we've gone to war against critical race theory, despite their abject inability to accurately define it. And let's deal with that because, yeah, critical race theory is not a real thing. It's a made-up term. It's 3 words squished together, and now they've applied meaning to the term based on their feelings and subjective attitudes. So, critical race theory is okay. Let me give you a synonym for critical race theory. Truth. No. History. Facts. Historical facts. Critical. Right. So they're trying to. Right. Whatever. So actually, there's nothing to wonder about because white conservatives have already shown their racism and hypocrisy by either ignoring or advocating for the decades-old Great Replacement Theory, which generally revolves around white people's paranoia that they're being replaced by non-white immigrants and black people. Yeah. And also a theory that implies white people have an inherent right to be the dominant race in the Western world. Okay, well, anyway, there's apparently now a homeschool curriculum being offered to Caucasian parents that includes a field study titled White Well-Being. And yes, this is every bit as racist as it sounds. White well-being. Folks, they're not well. Being. What aren't they well-being? I'm trying to figure out, isn't it good enough? Well, who's encroaching on your space? each other? Who is trying, in dear God's name, to replace these people who feel they're being replaced? Somebody point to them. I want to know. First, I want to know how they're doing it. Second, why would anybody want to replace you? You ever think about that? Oh, there are reasons, aren't there? I didn't mean to take it there, folks. I'm an asshole. It's just how I roll. We'll continue. According to the Daily Beast, a site called the School of, let's go to it. School of the West recently launched an online educational resource for homeschooling parents who like their history whitewashed, their social studies caucasified. Did they just say caucasified? I want royalties. I need folks to write it. I'm just joking. Don't do that. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I'm just joking. So, and their politics purified in the waters of Lake Minnehaha. I wish I had have thought of that one. Let's read it again. According to the Daily Beast, a site called the School of the West recently launched an online educational resource for homeschooling parents who, like their history whitewashed, their social studies caucasified, and their politics purified in the waters of Lake Minnehaha. That's reading, folks. Yeah, I pulled it off. I like it. And in case you all think I'm exaggerating about this being a blatant white supremacist curriculum, the core study, which is advertised for students as young as 4, boasts that it will help children understand the gift of being born a member of Western kind and the qualities that separate us from the other races, quote unquote. And then later clarified, as if anyone needed clarification, that the white race is known as Western kind. They had to kind of caveat that in. It also promises to teach them how to spot and respond to the anti-white propaganda that supposedly suffuses modern life, why white people are the only true citizens of Western nations, and how feminism destroys the family unit, the supposed backbone of all Western kind, thus weakening our societies. The Daily Beast reported. Dear God, somebody's paying them for courses. Hey, I need to let them know something. It was a gag. It was a gag that went too far. Doesn't it sound like a gag that went too far? No, honestly. Like, some dudes got together and they say, hey, Bill, I got an idea. What do you think? Hey, why don't we offer a white well-being course? We'll charge $5,000. It'll last like 2 weeks. Hey, we love it. We just throw in some white supremacy, just make them feel good. They'll pay. Oh, motherfuckers in their new cars and they fucking houses right now. Bastards. Anyway, it's interesting. Who does this? White well-being. You guys not feeling good? No, honestly, I mean, at this point, can we not be? Listen, you openly went into your capital and spread shit on your walls. I would say that does call for at least the question of, hey, you guys okay? Because you're taking white well-being courses at this point. I thought you were going to have a civil war, not a fucking breakdown. Are they crying in a corner? I thought they were going to get vigorous. I thought shots are being fired. They're in therapy. What? Nothing to worry about? Is that what it is? Just joking, folks. No, they're going to kill each other. Who knows? All right. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. If you've just tuned in and you like what I do, well, thank you so damn much. I try to make it as entertaining as possible because we don't laugh amongst each other almost ever. You know what we do? We laugh amongst others. We laugh to make others laugh. We serve that energy freely without getting compensated. But amongst each other, as it vibrates and resonates off each other. Well, this is just damn fun. Now, if you're liking this and you're enjoying the show, you like what you see, feel free to show your enjoyment and support this effort. For God's sake, I'm doing it full time. 2 times a day, 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Do you know the discipline it takes to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Actually, none. You just go to sleep at 7 o'clock at night. It works out. I drifted. So, if you like that, cool. Thank you so much. Hebrews, one and all. I need to make this clear. This show is for Hebrews. Black people, as defined in the Merriam-Webster dictionary and by white people everywhere. Black people are actually the progeny of slaves, those Hebrews that were taken from long ago. Black people are not people of color. I just need you to understand that. So just because somebody looks like a Hebrew, that don't make them a Hebrew. And there's a saying, I think we made it up, all skin folk ain't kin folk. Don't you ever forget that. Okay, let's do this. Next topic. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, share, like, subscribe. It'll come. Okay, so next, that's in the can. Bam! All right, so the gifts that keep giving. Yeah. So here we have the Atlanta Black Star. Let's just read the headline, shall we? Right to his damn grave. Family outraged after a 13-year-old on dirt bike was killed while being chased by police. Well, now, I can bring a room down, I know, but these things are necessary. I have to make my point. Well, South Florida teen dead after being chased by a local police officer who was trying to pull him over. Let me stop! That would have done it. You understand? I mean, that would have done it. The kid would have fucking stopped. What the hell are you doing? Let me try to frame this correctly. They only chase us down while we're on a bike and kill us. Now, that doesn't happen to no other child in this country that don't look like us. I can tell you without doubt, and you can cash that check, Hebrews. I'm almost not giving a fuck about the circumstances. The fact that you see a kid on a bike and you use your car to chase him down. Now, listen, I want you to take your badge and your gun and I want you to put it on that fucking desk. And then I want you to walk out that door. And I don't even want to know you exist anymore. That's how fired you are. If the police chief was black. Moving on. Let's get to it. So, South Florida teen dead. Boy's grandmother believes that police targeted her grandson, her only grandson, because of his race, and that nothing will be done to bring forth justice. Well, at least she's up to speed. Fantastic. Someone with an ounce of goddamn sense. Thank that grandmother. Somebody send her a card of thank you and awareness. Oh yeah, folks. That's how we need to just play this. And I hope she doesn't say another goddamn word. Because our silence needs to do the talking now. Are you sick of it? Or are you still grinning? All right, so I'll share this in the chat for anybody interested, of course, right? Naturally, it's going to go up in the Twitterverse because, well, that's where it fucking belongs. And again, with every word, I can see that my ability to take any residual from YouTube is just vanishing with every word. Only because thank you so much. Only because I'm not looking, so I apologize. Thank you so much, Mr. Crossbones. I'm going to get those PDFs, and yeah, I might have to be reminded. But I'll have the video to remind me, right? Because I do look at my videos sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to have to copy this into... Where's the damn Twitter chair? What's going on with these people? Get with it. Hey, Atlanta Black Star, you're missing Twitter links, or I'm missing something. We'll get to that later. Let's read. The boy's grandmother, as I said, is with reality. WPTV reports that a surveillance video Lord have mercy. A surveillance video. Let's just keep going. I won't stop. Surveillance video shows a 13-year-old Stanley Davis Jr. riding his red and white dirt bike at a gas station. I can hardly read, folks. I can't. Okay, I'll start over. Here we go. WPTV reports that a surveillance video shows 13-year-old Stanley Davis Jr. riding his red and white dirt bike at a gas station in Boynton, Virginia. Footage shows him leaving the gas station, and a Boynton Beach police SUV started following him to perform a traffic stop. For what fucking reason? Well, let me enlighten you. He saw a black kid. Saw a Hebrew. And of course, usually, I would give it about 20%, 30%, depending on the day of the week, the moon, got laid the night before. Cop sees you, depending on circumstances, time of day, speed, wind differential, 30% chance you'll be pulled over just for shits and fucking giggles. I don't like shits and giggles. All right, we'll get through this. I promise. Maybe. So the boy rides off in one direction, out of the frame of the camera. Then reappears a second later, after apparently making a U-turn, when he rides past the gas station and makes a left turn onto a cross street and disappears from view, with the police vehicle following him with its lights on. Well, I see the mistake he made right there. What happened was the boy dared to be black in the presence of a slave catcher with an attitude and the ability to kill him. That's what happened. Once too often, the gaze of that blackness passed across that officer's face, and he had some let me tell you what goes on. I mean, I can wax. You know I can wax. But I'm just going to explain to you what happens, because it's real simple math. What happens is, they see us, and then a movie ensues in their minds, right between here. And that movie is real short, but it is dramatic. And the climax of the movie is a dead Negro. And so, he makes it happen. I'm pretty sure he's sorry now. I'll go out on a limb. What was a 13-year-old, 6'2"? Did he remind you of somebody? What's going on at home, officer? What's happening? Somebody ask a a fucking question that makes sense. You see, I want to interrogate this officer. I want to ask him the threat that he saw that culminated in a stop, flashing lights. Most of you know I don't like being stopped by police. I want to call him into account. I want to know, was the mere exit from the store the catalyst? Was that it? Was your gaze locking upon his very being the trigger? What was it? Did you see a crime play out in your mind that occurred in that store? Did somebody signal you from within the store? Was a bat signal used? How will you justify running over a 13-year-old boy on a bicycle? Okay, so let's continue, shall we? Florida Highway Patrol, FHP, is one of the bodies conducting the investigation, and the officer involved in the traffic stop is now on paid leave. Yeah, baby. How's that one feel, motherfuckers? Huh? How's that one feel? Want me to read it again? Still grinning? You think it's funny, don't you? I need you to understand. 13 years old. What were you doing at 13? What crime did this child commit? I just want to know. If he committed a crime, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Short of just, something out of this world, even then I don't care. 13, huh? Not last year. Not 20 years ago. This didn't happen 20 years ago, no. Not in the 50s. This did not happen in the fucking 50s, no. This happened Saturday. Okay, so... Wow. The FHP states that while being chased for 3 blocks, Davis lost control of his dirt bike. How dare he lose control while being chased by police on a bicycle? I don't even know what to say. He hit the curb of the median. After hitting the curb, he smashed into a one-way sign in the median, eventually landing in the road. And of course, he was pronounced dead on the scene. Bravo. Well done. I need you to understand something. As delightful as it is to sit in front of this camera and talk to every Hebrew I can reach, and I try to reach as many as possible, I don't say near the shit I want to say. I say shit that would get me not just banned from Twitter. No, they'd throw me in a room and just forget it. But I have the discipline to kind of keep things low key. Not too excitable, not over dramatic. I'm low key, especially about this stuff. Light-hearted fare. So, the city mayor, whoa, from head getting to the city mayor. So, let me show you the transition, the writing here as it snaps your neck. He was pronounced dead on the scene. Graphic. Next words. So the city mayor, Stephen B. Grant, went to the scene of Davis's crash, met with concerned community stakeholders about the tragedy. In an interview with CBS News 12, he said the city and police were responsible for his death. Well, thanks. You figured that out? And what he did was he went his ass down there to figure that shit out. One-on-one. Eye verification. So, our fault. Are they calculating the settlement right now? Yes. Don't fool yourself. You know that they are. And I dare say that they probably have the number. Hey, you tuned in. This is it. This is it. This is the thing that prompts me, that moves me, that compels me to scream to the high heavens, Negroes, snap the fuck out of it. This ain't home. You ain't welcome, motherfuckers. Are you kidding me? Now, it's a blip in the radar. Now we don't even fucking care. Now, she's like, Grandma, ain't nothing gonna happen. They killed him, ain't nothing gonna happen. And she's home, she's grieving, resolved, settled, woke is what she is. And we should all take that sense. We should just, we can talk about it amongst ourselves. Now when they come at us and they want to fucking comment about a tragedy done to a young prince, cut down because he dare ride a fucking bike. No comment, motherfucker. Well, sir, certainly you've heard the young child losing their life. What, do you have something to say? No. Nothing? Nothing. Well, sir, isn't it a tragic... I got nothing for you. Well, I don't really know what's going on, Bill. It seems we've got some kind of conspiracy. Whatever. We've said all we can... Listen. Oh, they killed a 13-year-old. Really? Didn't they do that like last month? And the month before that, and the year before that, and years before that? And aren't we always ready with thoughts and prayers and forgiveness and bury him and raise some money? And the interview, round table, Red Mal, he'll be there. Red Mal will make a fucking show. You know, everywhere that Negro goes, he's paid. Must be nice. All right, so I gotta go on this one. This one isn't gonna. Yeah, you know where it's at. You know where it's at, and it's just. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? Really? When I tell you to be scarce. I'm not, listen, don't stay away from anybody. Just stay to yourself. How about that? I don't want to get in anybody's feelings. The last thing I want to do is upset anybody. Dear God, that's dangerous. So I'm imploring Hebrews to simply, I don't know, just, bring it in. Bring it in. Go on over here. Go over here. You don't know what they are liable. You're going over here. Yeah. No, don't call the police. No, I don't need police. You got dinner. I don't care. Doesn't matter. That's cool. I don't need to call the danger to my location. You understand? But didn't you get this? Yeah, I know something happened. I'm not calling anybody. It's a loss. Why invite death? Because they're not here to protect and serve. They're here to enforce the law. You should think. Those are the same folks that brought you here. You don't have... What are you doing? Wait, you're looking to the folks that brought you here to explain away conditions, circumstances, and how you should think about where you are? No! We don't need that shit no more. Y'all shut the fuck up. We got this. What? I ain't fucking playing. I'm not woman who threatened black child violence. maybe you should look at it. Maybe I'm missing something. What is it? We're here in Dover, New Hampshire. First, what the fuck is a black child doing in Dover, New Hampshire, for God's sake? Who does that? Stay out of Nebraska. Stay out of New Hampshire. Stay out of Montana, motherfuckers. All right. A New Hampshire woman violated the state's civil rights law by calling a black child by a racial slur and threatening to kneel on his neck. Is there some kind of playbook? Is that what's going on? Is there a playbook? Okay. All right, as you can see, it's a little warm in here because I got the lights on me, but I'm not going to stop here. What did you do, ma'am? Christina Grauper? What did you do? Christina Grauper, 51 of Dover, was accused of threatening the 9-year-old. Oh, my God. Oh, my. Who threatens a 9-year-old? Apparently she does. She was prosecuted by the Attorney General's Civil Rights Unit in Stratford County Superior Court, which concluded that her conduct was motivated by the victim's race and was intended to terrorize or coerce him. So we got two choices. We can either choose the words terrorize or we can choose the word coerce. Bill, what do you think? I say we do both. Graper, whose race was not mentioned in the complaint, red flag. Whoa, what? So what is she? That's a red flag for me. I'll throw it up there. Okay, so here's the problem I'm having. That particular threat, racial threat, and then she threatened specifically. What is on these people's minds, man? Who's doing this? This is a conspiracy. Listen to me. Listen, I'm 56 years old. I ain't never heard a 51-year-old white woman say she was going to kneel on anybody's neck, much less a 9-year-old black child. Folks, what the fuck is going on? Is this normal? Is this normal to you? I mean, they're hitting us with cars, and, shooting us for complimenting their girlfriends, dead. That happened. They got teachers telling students that if it weren't for the Constitution, they would be their field slaves. Motherfuckers, that happened. We got 10-year-olds. Committing suicide due to racial harassment. You think I'm going to encourage my brothers and sisters to walk about this place with anything less than a serious goddamned face? Ladies, gentlemen, brothers, sisters, think again. So you're going to kneel on necks, are you? Is that the new thing? Is there a pamphlet going around, middle-aged white women? Hey, if one of those black children, and they're all dangerous, oh my God, it's like six, I had a 6-year-old pull a knife on me. What? Yep, had a 6-year-old pull a knife on me. Scared me to death. Okay, man. If he picked up something shiny off the road and showed it to you, trying to hand it to you, and Did you run? Absolutely. Okay. So obviously the pamphlets are effective. They're educational. I wonder if there were pictures. You think that shit? Do you actually not understand how fucked up shit is for us here? Do you know how tolerant we are as a people? How forgiving we are? They count on our forgiveness. Do you know that? That's spirituality possessive of every Negro in the world. The reason he's set apart. You understand that, right? And they take great pleasure snuffing us out. They're designed that way, to take pleasure in such things. Folks, listen, we are in serious goddamn times. I kid you not. On the precipice of some shit they cannot come back from. The dying gasps of a country created from murder, mayhem, theft, slavery, with a grin on their faces, telling you how decent they are. All right, last story. Again, thank you for tuning in to the Doug Wright Show. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves as much as I am. Last story. Oh boy, here we go. A black teen died in custody while being restrained face down. And as a result, now the prone position is again under fire. I mean, as long as they got their priorities straight. That prone position has always been a question of concern for me, and I've seen several people complain about the discomfort. Culminating in the death of a teen, I can assure you. We're going to change the circumstance. Dead. Just then. Still grinning? Oh, I hope so. After a Kansas medical examiner ruled the death of an unarmed black teenager in law enforcement custody. Shall we pause? You know, I'm trying to figure out, like, I've been around young black dudes all my life. Like, well, I ain't never, I mean, I've been vigorous, you know, what's that? But I ain't never felt in this perpetual fear mode that has me ready to expire one of us at the drop of a fucking hat. Especially if a brother's unarmed. There's no reason for that. I need to get to the bottom of how unarmed black men are getting killed in police because, good Lord, at least have a gun. You're not even going to plant a gun? Fuck it. Just kill him and, well, hey, shit happens. Hey, I felt in fear for my life. He looked at me. Fuck you want me? He looked at me and he made a move. Okay, he made a move and he looked at me. What did he do? I don't know. I don't remember what he did, but I felt in fear. I'll settle in the go. Can I tell paid leave? Good. Cedric Lofton, 17, died September 26th in Wichita, 2 days after police responded to a call that described the teen exhibiting erratic and aggressive behavior towards his foster family, according to the autopsy report from the Sedgwick County Regional Forensic Science Center. While in custody at a juvenile detention center, Laughlin's ankles were placed in shackles. His wrists were handcuffed behind his back, and officers rolled him onto his chest, what's known as the prone position. Okay. And why, in your custody, was it necessary? Could you not have just said, "Excuse me, can you sit down over there, please?" Certainly. Was he not surrounded by big, burly white guys? A few black guys in there, maybe. No? Was he talking too much? He was talking too much. Gotta be quiet around these guys, man. You know, when you're in a closed space and there's badges everywhere, don't say shit. Don't get excited. No sudden moves. You can't even fart. Naturally, that's gonna happen. I bet it's my daughter too. Probably is. I bet it's my daughter, and it is my daughter. I'm gonna have to tell her. I have to call her back. Never happened before. She does that. But another one down the drain. Understandable. I mean, he was acting erratic at his foster families, right? And you notice the banality of that. Exhibiting erratic and aggressive behavior. What do you mean? What was he doing? Was he telling people to go fuck themselves? Was he sticking his finger? Was he walking about? What was he? Oh, he was being a brother. Oh, he was animated. He was upset. We can't be upset out there in the presence of these motherfuckers. Are you kidding me? How many times have I told you? These are the rewards for animation. Still grinning? All right, well, Lofton lost consciousness. Shouldn't have done that. At the Sedgwick County Juvenile Intake and never regained consciousness before he died. In my opinion, Cedric Lofton died as a result of complications of cardiopulmonary arrest sustained after physical struggle while restrained in the prone position. Oh, that sounds real medical, doesn't it? That almost sounds explainable. Almost pardonable. That's some white splaining there, huh? Wow. Complications of cardiopulmonary arrest sustained after physical struggle while restrained in the prone position. It flows somewhat nicely. Oh, findings contradicted earlier statements from authorities suggesting that Lofton did not suffer life-threatening injuries. So, yeah. No charges have been filed. Oh, how you doing? Everybody okay? Because, it's almost quitting time for me. I'm a little past due. It's 4 minutes over. I felt it was worth it, right? That was a cap in the end of the show. Right? So if you're wondering why I do this, if you're an oppressor, if you are a heathen, if you come here to shake your fist at me, not understanding that it is a recording and I am no longer live, some of you do that. All you have to do is take a look at some of the links that I put in the description, in the chat. You'll figure it out. You'll understand why Doug Rice, I am really serious about us kind of getting that goddamn grit off our faces. All right. So, if you've enjoyed the show, appreciate it. That is the last story. I'm not going to read all of it because it's just the same story. You get us, you kill us, you say sorry. You get us, you kill us, you say sorry. You get us, you kill us, you say, sometimes you don't even get us. You just kill us, and then you say sorry. Then you eliminate the end caps, and you just kill us. Black in America. Isn't it wonderful? Folks, understand this. Serious business. These folks are playing chess. We need not play checkers. I'm Doug Rice. I do thank you for tuning in. And please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Thank you for everything. Did he say fix the volume? Oh, God. Is the volume? Oh, God. Well, I hope it's all right. Thanks for all of the support. If you like what we do, please support the effort. Hopefully this recording came out right. Yeah, I yelled, am I? I'm sorry. That's what I did. I'll fix it. It'll get better. I promise. Okay? All right. You guys have a good evening. Thanks for tuning in.